Well, one day, Henry Wyeth, who was Judge Martin's brother-in-law, had been blind since birth. He was a young man sitting out on the veranda, heard people ride up. He couldn't tell who it was, being blind. So he stood up, and they shot him where he stood there and killed him right here on the porch. His ghost is said to be here as well. Now over here, let me see, somewhere here, there are some large stones. Back behind all this, according to Mr. Weisbach, Mr. Mock, Janice Mock's husband's grandfather, came here from California many years ago and showed him where the slave cabins were, and they were all back through here, still standing. He said the dishes were still in them. When he was a boy, they played there. There are some rocks here from their flues and so forth. Across the road is the Martin Cemetery. Right now there are just 3 marked graves in it, Judge Martin's and 2 more. It's worth the walk. It's not bad walking over there. It was a larger cemetery, but it's not very big now. According to Mr. Weisenbach, the person that owns the land across the road cleared that hillside over there for a pasture a few years ago, and when he did, there were all these rocks, and by the time he finished, unfortunately, he realized those were field stones from a slave cemetery. He said he gathered over 40 of them. It was the largest slave cemetery we know of in the county, all over that hillside over there. So if you'd like to get out and walk across the road, we can see where that is.
Did you say
He died in 1863.
I don't know, I don't
Well,
think
for
I hope
his 2
not.
oldest sons that
Somebody
killed in
did.
the war. He must have been a very sad man.
They're gonna tack it on my buzz.
With Yankees everywhere.
So who carried on the family name?
Well, I'm the only one in town now.
Yeah, I know, but where did he come from?
Oh, and they did that one down in our
Oh, yeah. They say we're going to run out of land one of these days. I think
Welcome to Friendship Cemetery. This is Randolph County's largest African American cemetery. We have others at Biggers and out at Burdell. And
It's not on.
my mic's not on. There it is now. Where was I? The African American slavery in Arkansas really began up here in the upland river bottoms and the creek bottoms. The delta to our east wasn't cleared until the early 1900s mostly. Same with Cherokee Bay. But so the first European American we know to come to the county was William Looney in 1802, and with him were 3 African American slaves also named Looney. So their descendants are buried here as well. This cemetery started in the early 1800s. The earliest marked grave is 1837. Before that, they were slave graves. They're mostly just headstones or unmarked. These woods are full of graves, as we found. The most common names are Creath, C-R-E-A-T-H, Dunn, Johnson, Looney, Oakes, Pittman, Shockley, Taylor, Williford. Many of those buried, as I said, were born into slavery. Some of Randolph County's oldest families are here. Someone asked if it was still an active cemetery. Yes. Masonic Cemetery had its first African American interred there 5 years ago, and he's still the only one there. Blacks still bury here, and the reason is this is where their family plots are now. Before that, it was segregation. And it's mostly along the road here. If you want to walk up the road with us.
Thank you. No pain's too great. No. Something. These little orange mushrooms, I guess they're mushrooms. And that moss. Yeah, well, see, if it's edible. Yeah. If I get real happy. I don't know.
Okay, this is Masonic Cemetery, Pocahontas, originally known as the Pocahontas Cemetery. It's 15 acres. It's the largest cemetery in the county. There are over 4,000 graves here. Almost anyone, any family that's been here very long has people out here. I'm sure most of you do. And there are lots of families. Can anyone guess which family has the most graves out here? Let's hear one guess anyway. Come on.
Brown.
Brown. That's correct. There are 94 Browns, and I think they need their own place myself.
94 Brown.
I knew it wasn't the D clerks.
There are 2 D clerks out here.
Are there really?
Yeah, they didn't want to be at St. Paul's, I guess.
Huh.
A couple of things to look at while we're here. Over here is the Founders Memorial, where during the sesquicentennial, Five Rivers, we redid the graves of Ransom Bettis, the town's founder, and his daughter Cinderella, and Governor Drew, and their children, and so forth. The tall obelisk there. And most people are interested in the Salee crypt down here. I think that was Karen's grandfather that did that, isn't that right?
Yes.
I'm sure it's haunted too.
Well, look at the Spikes gravestone if you get down there.
If we go by it, we will. Okay, if y'all want to get out and wander, there are lots of interesting old tombstones if you like old tombstones.
Let's go over to